Hi everybody, I'm Miss Lora from the Lakeville District Library and welcome back to another Fresh Look Friday video. Today's books are all going to be brand new books that we think are really good for little ones, birth through lower elementary. I have 5 books I want to share with you today, so we're going to get right into it. The first one is what we call a red dot or a picture book, a storybook. And you can tell they're red dots because they have little red dot stickers on the spine. So this book is called Lights on Wonder Rock, and it's written and illustrated by David Litchfield. The illustrations in this book are amazing. I do not know how to say it any more than that, so I'm going to show you just a couple pictures. So our main character, Heather, goes to this rock all the time, Wonder Rock. And she really is obsessed with outer space and stars. She wants to go live in the stars. And she's heard about aliens, so she really hopes to see some aliens. So she takes a flashlight with her to Wonder Rock, see that? And she turns it on and off and on and off and on and off, see? In hopes to signal aliens. And look at that. Something's coming. This page is my favorite. Oh, look at that. She gets visited by aliens. Now, they have a great time, her and this alien together, and then the alien goes away. But she keeps going back to Wonder Rock over and over again. And to find out if she gets visited again, you'll have to check out Lights on Wonder Rock. So much of the story is told through illustrations. And sometimes it even looks kind of like a graphic novel, which is why I really like it. And see, look at that, all those different panels, but there's no words. So all the story is just told through the illustrations. So definitely even our littlest ones could look at this and read this story just with their eyes and the pictures. So Lights on Wonder Rock by David Litchfield. All right, I have another red dot or picture book to share with you today. This one made me so hungry when I was reading it. So be prepared. If you check this out and you read it, you need to have food next to you. This is called Every Night is Pizza Night. And it is written by Kenji Lopez-Alt and illustrated by Gianna, Ruggiero. And so our main character in this book, obsessed with pizza. I mean, who's not really? Pizza's amazing. And she thinks pizza is the best food in the entire world. No questions, and she wants to eat it all the time. And you can tell that her parents not super excited about pizza. I think they're kind of over it. So we decide to go on a little scientific adventure. We need to gather data to figure out if pizza really is the best food. So she's going to try and eat all different kinds of food and see if pizza's the best by comparison. And it is great. So we learn about a whole bunch of different kinds of food in this. And I really, really like it. You learn about like bibimbap, you learn about a tangine, you learn about dumplings. There's lots of really cool pictures and lots of cool descriptions of food. Like I said, you're gonna get hungry reading this. It's really fun. And the best part, at the very back, there's a recipe for pizza. So then afterwards you can make pizza together as a family because you'll be starving after you read Every Night is Pizza Night. Okay, so those were our picture books. Moving up the scale, we have some blue dots I'd like to share with you today. So blue dots are what we call our beginning readers. Kids just learning to read on their own are gonna go to the blue dots. So like kindergarten, first graders, and you can tell because they have that blue dot right there. So this one is called The Great Bunk Bed Battle, and it's part of the series Foxtails. It's super simple, but cute. So we have our 2 main characters here, Fritz and Franny. And as you can imagine from the title, The Great Bunk Bed Battle, they share a bunk bed. And they're supposed to be going to bed, but as all kids know, when mom and dad tell you to go to bed, it's not always easy. Sometimes it's hard to turn off your mind and close your eyes and go to sleep. So we go on adventures in the bunk bed together and we use our imagination and we go a whole bunch of different places. It's very fun, it's simple, it's easy to read with not a lot of words on the page so you don't get overwhelmed when you're going through it and you don't get frustrated. So you can just read 2 or 3 words per page and get through it and then feel great because you've read a book on your own. The Great Bunk Bed Battle. All right. Lastly, I have some nonfiction books. This next one I'm going to talk to you is really unique. I'm really impressed by it. It's called The Bee on Your Thumb. So this is like a whole bunch of different books together in one. It's a poetry book, but it's also a learning to read book. It's good for kids, it's good for parents, and let me show you why. So the subtitle of this book is 60 Poems to Boost Reading and Spelling. So there's a whole bunch of different poems. You can pop around, you don't have to read it cover to cover. And the idea is that these poems were written to help little ones read on their own. And there's this whole section in here on how to use this book. And it talks about the importance of rhymes and how that will help kids learn how to read and to spell. So each of these poems has a purpose and will build on those early literacy skills. So this part is for the parents or caregivers to read, and then this part is for the little ones to read so they get how to use the book too. And as you can see, each page has a different poem that focuses on a letter or a sound or a blend so that everyone can kind of practice together. So if there's a certain letter or a certain sound or blend that you're struggling with, you can find that in here and that poem might help you. This will be really great for all those kids out there virtual learning and definitely need a little more help. I would definitely check out Bee on Your Thumb. It's also very funny, so that's a bonus. And my last book today is another nonfiction story. And I really, really enjoyed it. At first, I'm gonna tell you, I was not excited about it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't get excited about every single book that I pick up, and that's okay. I think it's important for everybody to have different opinions. But the more I read this, the more I couldn't put it down. This is called Endangered Animals and How You Can Help. So I was excited about the topic. Like, endangered animals is something that's very interesting, but I wasn't really excited about the illustrations. I would much rather have had photographs. When I read books about animals, I want there to be photographs. But as I got into this, I didn't care anymore because the illustrations were so cool on their own. They're paper cut, which is very cool and like so detailed. I wish I could show them to you over the video, but you're just not gonna understand it as well as if you check it out, because then you can see them in such detail. So this book starts with endangered animals and kind of gives you a scale about like from the least concerned all the way to extinct. So we kind of determine animal populations on if they're in danger or not. And then it's divided by region. So we'll start with like rainforest animals, and we start with like the least concerned, and then we go up to ones that are extinct. So I learned about a lot of animals in here by reading if they were extinct or endangered, or if we were concerned about them at all. But then the next page tells you how you can help with the endangered animals. And then this glorious picture. Each region has this glorious picture. It's almost like an I Spy, a big paper cut illustration where you have to try and find each animal that's listed. It is so beautiful and so intricate and so detailed, and I cannot imagine how long it took to make these illustrations. So this is one that you can just pore over for hours and hours. So again, we go region by region. We learn about the animals, if we're concerned, if we're not, if something's extinct and why. And then we see the glorious picture. I learned a lot that grasshoppers, a big variety of grasshoppers, are near endangered or even close to extinction. Who knew? I thought grasshoppers were everywhere, but there are different varieties that are in trouble. So I would love for you to read this and come and tell me like what you learned from endangered animals and how you can help. Also, I'd love to hear which one was your favorite picture, because I think they are so, so cool. So that's Endangered Animals and How You Can Help. All right, those are all the books I have for you today. We'll see you next time with more books, more new things to show you. If you liked anything that I showed you today, be sure to come on in, check them out. We have these and a whole bunch more. We also have them available for curbside pickup. So if you're not quite ready to come on in, give us a call and we can arrange something for you curbside. Also, if you would like to know what kind of programs we have going on, anything about our Take and Make kits that we have every week, definitely go to our website, www.lvdl.org, where you can find out all that information. All right, see you next time.